Yeah. So this is a problem, another problem I have taken. Uh, so yesterday I have told all the three charts. If there is a confusion, you can listen this problem also, because this is an important problem. So one practical problem you will get both manual as well as Excel. So mean, range and S chart you will get one problem. Okay. So this is the data I have considered. So these are the 12 samples. Again, I have considered 12 samples. Now each sample I have considered 5 observations. Now yesterday's problem, only 4 observations I have considered. That's why you are seeing n equal to 4 table values. Now you have to see n equal to 5 table values. In this I will tell you mean chart construction. So mean chart construction I will tell you both ways. That means using range and using S also I will tell today. Okay, using S also you can construct mean chart. That means using standard deviation also you can construct mean chart. Using range also you can construct mean chart. Yesterday I have told using range you have constructed mean chart. Yesterday I forgot to tell using standard deviation how to construct a range chart. Mean chart. So today I will tell you both, and then range chart as usual, S chart as usual. Okay. So all of you know. So these are the sample numbers. So K is the sample number. So K is nothing but 12. K is nothing but 12 for this particular data. Each sample, how many observations are there? 5 are there. So n equal to 5 for this data. So already all of you know, first what you have to calculate, you have to calculate means. So place the cursor in the mean and then use the summation option. So in that you can take average. So I want only observations average. Where are the observations are there? 27, 28, 25.5, 26.5 and 23. So and then select those values only and then press enter. Automatically you will get the first mean value, and after that you can drag, you will get all the mean values. After getting the mean values, take the total of means. So total of the means means place the cursor in the last cell and again go to toolbar, summation option will be available. So sum, I want sum. So automatically we'll get the sum value. And next you have to calculate range. So for range calculation, you require maximum value minus minimum value. So first you have to calculate maximum values and after that you can calculate minimum values. So first place the cursor in the first cell of maximum and then go to again summation option will be there. Summation option will be there. In that maximum value you want. So press the maximum value button. But I don't want only observations maximum value. Where observations are there? 27, 28, 25.5, 26.5 and 23. In that only you have to select the maximum. So press enter. So I have written the formula. So you got 28. Now you can drag. You will get the remaining values. So I don't want max total. So max total is not required. So next we'll move to minimum. And the same procedure. So place the cursor in the first cell of minimum and then go to summation option and then minimum option you have to select. Again observations are only 27 to 23. 27 to 23 only you have to select and then press enter. So already you have written the formula. So that means you can drag now. You will get all the values, minimum values you will get for 12 samples. Okay, so after that you have to calculate range. So all of you know range formula is nothing but maximum minus minimum. Whenever you are writing the formula, press always equal to button you have to press. Maximum values are changing, minimum values are also changing. So whenever it is changing, always select. Whenever it is a constant, type that value. Now maximum values are changing, minimum values are changing, select the values. Maximum value of first value minus minimum value. So first minimum value you have to select and then press enter. You got the range value. I have written the formula. That means you will drag, you will get the remaining values. Now I got the range values. So again I have to calculate standard range total is required. After that standard deviations also required. So I will calculate standard deviations here. Okay. So first I will take range total. So what is the range total? Place the cursor in the last cell and then summation option and then plus sum option and then press enter. Automatically you will get the range total. So after that you have to calculate standard deviations. So standard deviation I have told what is the place the cursor in the first cell and then go to again summation option, more functions will be there, or insert more functions. Insert also more functions will be available. Insert also functions will be available. Otherwise summation option you have more functions are there, select more functions. So here by default all functions will be there. So you have to select statistical functions and then standard deviation, press S button, then you will get S options. So standard deviation, STDEV, standard deviation. So press that button. So it is asking where the observations are there. Where are your observations? So select the observations. Where are the observations? 27, 28, 25.5, 26.5 and 23. Those are the observations and press enter. Automatically will get the value. So automatically we'll get the standard deviation value. So I have written the formula. So you can drag, you will get the remaining values. So remaining values I will get. Okay, so I want only after point two places. Standard deviation means you can consider two places because you will get small values. 2 point, if you see these values, 1 point something, 2 point something, 0 point something. So after point, consider two places. So right click, format cells, number, and then decimal place will be 2. Automatically decimal place will be 2. Now you are getting the standard deviation. Take the total of standard deviation because S bar is required. So take the total. Total means place the cursor in the last cell and then summation. So you are getting S total you got. So now X double bar you have to get, first you have to write X double bar. So X double bar is nothing but, what is it? Whenever you are writing the formula, press equal to button, mean total. What is this mean total? This is a mean total, 316.40. Press that value, divided by, again, how many observations are there? How many samples are there? 12, K equal to 12. So divided by 12. So automatically we'll get the X double bar value. And then R bar is nothing but equal to R total. What is R total? You got 47.5. If you type, if you select, no problem, because only you are calculating single value, you are not dragging. Whenever you are not dragging, you can type or you can select, no problem. Okay, 47.5 divided by, again, sample. How many samples are there? 12 are there. You will get a range. So R bar is I got, but I don't want, I want only two places. Up to two places or one place is enough. So what I will do, I will consider format cells, decimal number, decimal place 2 I will consider. So 3.96. And then S bar also I have to calculate. So next one is S bar I have to calculate. I will calculate here. So same formula. S bar is nothing but, what is the S bar formula? Equal to S total. What is the S total? This is S total 19.5 divided by 12 is the sample size. So you got, just give me a minute. So this is nothing but, I will increase the size. So I want only two places. So format cells, number, decimal place is 2. Now I got S bar, X double bar, R bar also I got. So now you have to construct UCL and LCL and CL. First I will construct mean chart. Yesterday I have told using range. Today I will tell you both using range as well as using standard deviation. First I will calculate using range. So using range means you have to see the table values. What is the formula? Using range means X double bar plus A to R bar. Yesterday we have done that model. So same model first I will do, and after that I will tell you sigma with S. So press the equal to button. X double bar. What is X double bar value? This is the fixed value, constant. So constant means always you have to type. What is that value? 26.4. X double bar plus, again press button, plus now what is the remaining thing? Open the brackets. A2 value n equal to 5. I have given the table values. A2 value is 0.577. N equal to 5. A2 value is 0.577 into R bar. Just now we have calculated R bar. What is R bar value? 3.96. Close the brackets and press enter. So 28.7. Now I got UCL. I have written the formula. So you can drag. Now you will get all the 12 sample values. 28.7 for all the value samples. Okay. Next, I have to calculate LCL. So LCL formula, all of you know what is LCL formula? X double bar minus means what is the 26 point. So press equal to button first. You are writing the formula. Press equal to button. 26.4 minus. Now you have to do minus. Open the brackets. A2 value is 0.577 into R bar value. Just now R bar value. What is R bar value? 3.96 and close the brackets. Close the brackets and press enter. 24.1 you got. Now you can drag. You have written the formula, so you will get all the values. Last one is CL. CL is nothing but equal to X double bar. What is the X double bar value? X double bar value is 26.4 X double bar value. So type that value. Don't select 26.5. Why you have to type? That is a constant. If you select, what happened is if you drag, you will get zeros. Okay. So type that value and now you can drag. You will get all 26.4s for all the samples. Now mean chart you are constructing, mean values you have to copy. So I have already told, copy the mean values, right click, copy. Now you have to paste the values here. So choose the paste special option. Paste special option. In that values, the same values I want. Okay, press OK button. Automatically you are getting mean. So now mean chart you have to construct. So last 4 columns with headings you have to select. Last 4 columns with headings, and then go to insert, and then chart option will be available. Chart you have to select chart type as line, chart subtype as fourth one. By default fourth one will be there, and press next button, and press next button. Chart title you can give mean chart, mean chart. X-axis what you have considered, X-axis is always sample numbers, X-axis sample numbers, and then Y-axis what you have considered sample means, Y-axis sample means, sample means you have constructed, and press next button, and then finish button. Same output I want in the same sheet. So this is the mean chart using range. This is a mean chart you have constructed using range. So all the points are in control. So what is the conclusion you will write? All the sample points falls within UCL and LCL. Therefore, the process is in control. That is the conclusion you have to write. So mean chart can be estimated by using range and also by using standard deviation. Now I will tell you mean chart where sigma is estimated with S. This one I have calculated, sigma is estimated with R range. Now I will tell you sigma is estimated with S. Again, same mean chart, sigma is estimated with S. You can do any one in the examination if you did not mention anything. Okay. So what I will do now, I will take standard deviation. So this is UCL and LCL I will delete now. Okay. This I will take now standard deviations because mean values only. So these are the mean values. Later on we'll copy again. First you have to calculate UCL. Whenever you are estimating sigma, you estimate it with S bar. What is the formula I have told? X double bar plus A1 S bar. So that means equal to X double bar. X double bar means 26.4 plus open the brackets. Now A1 value you have to choose. A1 for n equal to 5. I have given the table value. So what is the A1 value for n equal to 5? A1 value is 1.596. 1.596. 596 asterisk R bar. So what is R bar value? R bar value is 3.96. 3.96. 3.96. Close the brackets and then enter. Now you are getting UCL value, sigma is estimated with S, you are getting 32.7. Okay, now you can drag, you will get all the values. Similarly, LCL. LCL means what is the formula? Equal to X double bar. X double bar means 26.4 plus, open the brackets, A1 value. Just now I have told A1 value for n equal to 5, 1.596. 1.596 into R bar value. What is the R bar value? 3.96. 3.96. Close the brackets and then press enter. 32. Oh, sorry, minus. You have to do minus. Sorry. You have to do minus here. So just I will consider here minus. Yeah, minus. So then you can press enter button. Now you are getting 20.1 is the LCL value. Now you can drag. You will get the remaining values. Last one is CL. What is the CL formula? CL formula won't change. X double bar is the value. So X double bar means 26.4. 26.4. Now you can drag. You will get the remaining values. Now again mean chart only you are constructing because sigma is estimated with S you are using. Mean chart only you are constructing. Copy the mean values. Copy and paste the mean values. So what you have to do? Select the mean values. Right click, copy, and then place the cursor in mean. Right click, paste special values, and then press OK. So automatically will get all the mean values. Now you have to construct mean chart. So construct mean chart means what is it? Select last 4 columns with headings and then go to insert and then chart type, standard type, chart type as line, chart subtype, fourth one. By default fourth one will be there. If you want you can see press and hold. Press and hold, you can see the diagram. If you want you can see whether you have done. Suppose someone will select XY scattered, then you can see here you are not getting the diagram. So that's why line diagram you have to choose, fourth one you have to choose, then you can check whether you are getting the diagram by press and hold button. Okay, so if you are getting, then press next button and then next button. Same chart title you can give mean chart only you are doing. X-axis sample numbers, Y-axis sample mean values, and press next button and next finish button. So this is the mean chart. So this is also in control you are getting. So what is that? All the sample points falls within the control limits. So that means the process is in control. That means mean chart is in control. That means you can do by using the first formulas or you can use by using the second formulas. So both ways you can do. If you did not mention anything, construction of mean chart means you can construct by using range, you can construct by using standard deviation. So if you construct by using range, you will get the first set of diagram. Already I have shown. So this one is nothing but this is also mean chart. Only difference is I have estimated sigma by using S. Okay, those formulas I have used. So so now all of you understood. Is it clear now? Mean chart, everybody? Whatever may be, only numerical data will change in the examination. Only numerical data will change, whether n equal to 5, n equal to 4, or n equal to 3. The procedure is important. First you have to calculate means, next ranges, next standard deviations, and then UCL, LCL, CL, and mean values. Suppose if only mean chart is asked, you required only mean and range or mean and standard deviation. Suppose in the examination only mean chart is given, construct mean chart. Construct mean chart means you can calculate mean and range values, or you can calculate mean and standard deviations. Okay, suppose in the examination construct mean and range is given, so then S is not required. Mean and range is given, then S is not required. Okay, directly mean and range, by using mean and range you will calculate mean chart as well as range chart. Okay, suppose clearly S chart is given, then range values are not required. S chart is given, suppose mean and S chart you have to construct, then mean and S chart is given means range values are not required. Only S chart is given, mean and standard deviations are required. I think all of you understood now. Mean chart is given, only mean chart means you can do any one. Mean and range, mean and standard deviation. Mean and range chart means S values are not required. Mean and S chart means range values are not required. I hope all of you understood now how to, according to the question, you have to do the calculation part. Okay. Now for this mean is completed now. So just I will remove this one. So remaining charts I will show range and standard deviation. Just give me a minute. Now it is clear, all of you? All of you now understood how to construct mean chart? I hope it is clear. Already I have uploaded the video. In that only S chart by using sigma is estimated with S is missing. That's why I have told today. Okay. Manual problem also I have uploaded. You can watch the video and you can start writing the problem. Okay. So now we will do range now. So range chart we will construct range chart. So you query range values. So range chart UCL formula, all of you know what is the UCL formula? D4 R bar. Range chart is nothing but D4 R bar. So equal to now n equal to 5 D4 value. I have given the table values. N equal to 5 D4 value is 2.115. That is the value, table value into R bar, D4 R bar value. What is R bar value? 3.96. Press enter. Automatically you will get UCL value, and then drag. You will get all the UCL values. And next LCL. LCL is nothing but D3 R bar. D3 is always 0. For any value, for any n value, D3 will be always 0. D3 and B3 is always 0. Okay. So that means 0 into 3.96. Press enter, automatically you will get 0. 0 into anything is 0. That means you can drag now. You will get the remaining values. Okay. Last one is CL. CL equal to R bar. So R bar means all of you know what is R bar value? 3.96, I think. That is a constant. So you can type that value. Enter. So it is taking round figure, no problem. 3.96. I have made it as only one place. That's why it is taking 3.96 as 4. Okay, no problem. Next you have to calculate range values. So range values is already I have calculated. That range values you have to copy paste. So select the range values, right click, copy, and then what you have to do? Then what you have to do? Place the cursor in the range, and then right click, paste special values, and then press OK button. Values means same values as it is that will be copied here. Okay. Now range chart you have to construct. Last 4 columns with headings. Same steps. Insert, go to insert, chart, and then line, and then 4th subtype 1. Next one is next, press next button. Now chart title is range chart. And x-axis, what is x-axis? X-axis is sample numbers. And then y-axis, what is y-axis values? Y-axis values now sample ranges. And then press next button, and then same sheet I want the output, then finish button. Now you are getting this diagram. So in the examination you have to show this diagram to external. You have to copy this diagram, UCL and LCL, last 4 columns you have to copy in the examination on the script, and then you have to draw this diagram. Roughly you can draw this diagram, and you have to show this diagram to external, and then you can write the conclusion. what is the conclusion you will write? If all the sample points falls within the control, or otherwise out of control. Now see, all the points are in control only. In control means the process is in control. That means range chart is in control. So I hope all of you understood range chart. Only data will change in the examination. Okay, so next last one is S chart. So we'll finish out with S chart now. So just I will delete these values, and then I will put here SD standard deviation. SD standard deviation values. Now standard deviations. So whenever standards are not given, standard deviation for formulas are important. If you know the formulas, then only you can calculate any chart. If you don't know the values, you cannot do anything. So formulas are important. That's why by heart the formulas. Whenever standards are not given, case is important. Given case means you don't require any calculation. Direct substitution, you will calculate UCL, LCL, CL. Suppose I have not told given case. Given case means direct substitution. Direct substitution means you will get directly UCL, LCL, CL values. There is no calculation. Given values, suppose values are given, directly you will get the control limits, and directly you can construct the control chart and you can write the conclusion. Suppose mean chart, if you consider mu and sigma is given, mu and sigma is directly given, directly substitute case 1. For case 1, you know the formulas: mu plus a sigma, mu minus a sigma, and mu. Directly will substitute, you will get the control limits, construct the control chart, and write the conclusion. So that's why standards are not given case is important. If not given, then only calculation part exists. If it is given, direct substitution. So direct substitution means directly will get the control limits, and then you can construct the control chart. That's why I have not told a given case. Okay. So now UCL for S chart. So what is the formula? B4 S bar. B4 S bar. B. So for n equal to 5, go through B4 value. For n equal to 5, B4 value is 2.089. 2.089. I have already sent the table values to you. 2.089 into S bar. What is the S bar value I got? Just I will check the S bar value. I will check the S bar value. What is the S bar value I got? S bar value is 1.62. S bar value is 1.62. S bar value is 1.62. So 1.62. And then press enter. Now we are getting the value. Now I can drag. I will drag all the values, because same values you will get. UCL for all the 12 samples, you will get only one UCL value. That's why you are getting dotted horizontal line. At a first sample 3.4, second sample 3.4, third sample 3.4. That's why you are getting dotted horizontal line. Next LCL. LCL is nothing but B3 S bar. I have already told B3 value for any n value is 0. So 0 into that 1.62 or whatever maybe. What is that value? 1.62. I forgot that value. Just I will check. 1.62 I think. And then enter 0. So drag it. You will get all the values for all the 12 samples. Okay. And last one is CL. Last one is CL. CL formula. What is the CL formula? Equal to S bar. S bar means 1.62. And then press enter. So it is making a round figure because I have taken only one place in this cells. So that's why you are getting 1.6. Okay. And then drag. You get all the values. Now standard deviations you have to consider. So I have already calculated standard deviations. So copy those values. Copy those values. And then place the cursor in the first cell, right click, paste special. Always use paste special option, so that in that you have to select values and press OK button. Then the exact values will be copied. I have taken 2 places. If you want, you can consider 2 places. So what I will do, select, right click, format cells, number, decimal place will be 2. If you have any confusion, make it as 2 places so that you can. So now these are the if you want, you can select all the cells, right click, format cells, number, decimal place is 2. Okay, like this you can connect. So now which chart you have to construct? You have to construct S chart. So that means last 4 columns with headings, and then remaining steps are same. Go to insert, go select chart, select line. By default 4th one will be there, chart subtype, and then next option, and then next. What is the title of the chart? Title of the chart is S chart or standard deviation chart. Okay. And then x-axis. What is x-axis? X-axis is nothing but sample numbers. X-axis always sample numbers. And then y-axis. What is the y-axis values? Y-axis is nothing but sample standard deviations now. Now sample standard deviations. Y-axis standard deviations. Sample standard deviations, and press next button. And then finish button. If you give x-axis, y-axis, then you will get like this: x-axis sample numbers, y-axis sample standard deviations, chart title is S chart. Now this is in control or not? This is also in control because all the points falls within the UCL and LCL. The process is in control. That means the process is in control means what? You don't require any action. You don't require any action. So you can go through that process. I hope all of you understood. Is it clear now? Everybody, is it clear?